Hello everyone, this is Krishna. I will be demoing the Reddit simulation project. I've worked as part of a distributed operating systems course. This project is primarily developed using Lean. So before delving deep into how to run the server, I'll like to briefly demonstrate about each of the individual components. So the first one is main.clean. So this is where you start the server, and you also start the simulation, and then you also initialize the worker for collecting the statistics. So the second one I would like to discuss about is the server worker. So this is where you process all the actions, you maintain the server state, and also this is where you handle all the core business logic. The next one is the statistics worker. So this is where you collect all the statistics during the simulation. So the statistics might involve the number of active users, the number of authentications, the number of upvotes, number of downvotes, and yeah, all the essential things. And the next one is the router. So this is basically the controller. You handle all the requests, and again you also maintain the controller logic. I mean, you implement the controller logic here. And the main component is the Reddit simulation. So this is where you bootstrap the simulation, create users, create subreddits, uh, start simulating different actions randomly. So this is again designed and implemented in such a way that you some actions are more probabilistic when compared to others. So certain actions like creating posts, creating adding comments on a post, upvoting, downvoting. So these are done with more probability than some less frequent actions like joining subreddit, leaving subreddit. So the workflow goes like this: like first you create the users, uh, then you create fixed number of subreddits. So the subreddits are created in a way that you don't choke the system. So once that's done, users are then randomly subscribed to subreddits based on the rank. So when you're creating the subreddits, you assign rank to each of them, and users are subscribed to the subreddit based on that. And so this will be assigned based on the zipf distribution. And once the subscription of the users is done, you uh, start simulating different actions. So each action is basically a different process. So this way you have only one server worker instance running and multiple actors running, abiding by the actor model. So let's and yeah, one more important component I would like to discuss about is about the RSA. So every time a user signs up or logs in, you create a public private key pair and share the public key with the user. And this private key is used to sign the posts or uh, other entities when you are downloading them, and the user will be verifying that using his public key. Now, yeah, let's start into running this. So first, I mean, like any other project, you go to the folder and start the simulation. You have so first you need to input the number of users and the duration of the simulation. So I'll be going with 100 users and probably be simulating this for 60 seconds. So yeah, you can see the first the users are being signed up, and then once the setting up is done, you start simulating the actions. And as you can see, like random actions are being simulated. So this kind of runs for around 60 seconds every time. So you perform various actions which I'll be discussing in detail. Now let's wait for this simulation to end. Yeah, in the meantime, I can also check what's the state of the system. Like you can get the post, you can get the subreddits, you can see how many comments are under each post. I think the simulation is done. Yep. So basically, the simulation is done. So these are all the statistics, like the number of subreddits, number of posts, number of authentications, and different things associated, and you can also see the different actions being performed. Yeah, now as once this is done, I would also like to show about the downloaded posts. So basically we've downloaded on 36, and you can check the logs. Yeah, now so basically if you see this log, that means that the user downloaded the post successfully and validated the signature using his public key, which you can also find it here. Yep. So so this is basically the stuff how to run the application, and the different components of the different components involved in the simulation. So yeah, that would be all from my side. Thank you.